Hey guys, today we're talking about green screens and how you can set up OBS Studio to do green screen with a live stream, and also I'll show you in Adobe Premiere how to use a green screen so that you can have a different background behind you instead of the green screen in your videos. So let's start with OBS Studio, and you can see here I've got the screen behind me that's green. It's very important to try to get uniform light across the screen so that you have the same shade of green as much as possible across that screen. But yeah, it's just a green sheet that's you can hang behind you. They're pretty cheap to get, and they work really well. And all you gotta do is, let me just remove this webcam and I'll show you from scratch. So in here I've got League of Legends that I'm capturing the display from, and then I'm just going to click down in the sources, click plus and video capture device, and I'll call that webcam, and then click OK, and here you go, it's grabbing my webcam, custom resolution 1080p, click OK, and then I'm gonna scale myself down because I want to put myself in between the mini map and the controls here. But the idea is to remove just the green so that you would only see me and the chair, but not the green. So what you want to do is you want to right click on the webcam source and then click on filters, and down in effect filters you click plus and you click chroma key, and I'll call it green screen. I click OK, and you can see it's already taken the green screen out behind me. Now you can play around with these little sliders, and that's only necessary if you had a lot of shadow or your green wasn't really uniform across your screen. But if you've done a good job of getting the right amount of uniform light on your green screen and that's well lit, generally the defaults will work well, as was the case here. So I'm just going to click close right away, and as you can see, I am perfectly in this corner in between the minimap and the controls, and I can now live stream with showing myself during the live stream and play my game, but then the users can see me but can still see the game that I'm playing and can hear me speak at the same time. And OBS Studio, of course, allows you to have graphical overlays, which is also useful in the live streams, and I'm sure you've seen other streamers do that before. So that's great. Now let me show you how to do that with pre-recorded videos with Adobe Premiere. Okay, so now I've got Adobe Premiere open, and we're looking at my channel trailer that I released recently for 2018. And at the end of the trailer, there's a section where I'm working on a new Star Trek fan film, and I go to bed, wearing Star Trek uniform and a Star Trek blanket, and I start dreaming. And in the dream sequence, I'm green screened on top of picture of a captain's ready room on the Enterprise. So to do that, here's my footage where there's a green screen behind me, one of the things that I'll show you is that you can see how there's some shadow ripples in the green screen, and that didn't come out perfect with the green screen. So it's very important to have your light uniform and getting as uniform a green as possible across your green screen, because you're going to see what kind of issues that gave me here. To do that in Premiere, you want to go to your Effects tab, and you want to be able to, under the effects over here, you want to find Ultra key, and you want to grab Ultra key and drag it into the effects control of your actual source that you're working on. That's for this image here. And then under Ultra key, under key color, you want to use this little eyedropper, and you just want to pick the green from your green screen, which is why it's important that if you pick the green that's more in the shadow area, the green is going to be a different shade than the green that's more in the middle. So that's why it's important to try to have as close of a green shade as you have across the whole green screen. So now you can see, it's not perfect. It removed the green, but there's a little bit of graininess, and you can modify that by going under this matte generation settings. And you can play with transparency, highlight, shadow, tolerance. So I modified the shadow setting a little bit just to get it a little darker here. And transparency, I slide this up a little bit, and then most of that graininess is starting to go away. I play with the highlight a little bit, drop that. Tolerance up a little bit. Maybe shadow transparency, I think, needs to go up a little bit. All right, so that's pretty close. So you can still see a tiny bit of graininess, but that gives you a pretty good idea of how I got that effect to work, where you can see, but you can see how also it was very important that the green be uniform, and I did a much better job of the current green screen that's behind me for, you know, me in the corner here, getting that well lit so that it's the same green as much as possible. But nevertheless, I got you know, this scene to work really well, where you can see me with the picture, you know, of the just the ready room of the, you know, of the Enterprise behind me. And then I was able to superimpose myself on top of that using the green screen settings of Adobe Premiere with you know, a pre-made video. So there you have it. I hope that helps. If you're interested in trying to do green screen for either live streaming or for pre-recorded video, other software like Adobe Premiere also has either color key, chroma key, ultra key. Those are the terms you're going to look for in those softwares to do the same idea and to do some green screening in whatever software that you're using. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and please leave a like. And if you have any other ideas for Nerd Basic videos, please leave a comment below. And also I wanted to know, do you like that I was in the bottom of the screen when I was doing the Nerd Basics video? Should I keep doing that with further Nerd Basics videos, even if they're not about green screening and it's just so you can see me while I'm describing stuff while the video is happening? Thanks. See you in the next one.